Hey, Lee Constantine here, founder of Personal Trainers Elite. And in this video here today, I'm going to be sharing the reasons why 99% of trainers will not be successful. So here's the thing. A lot of trainers who come into the fitness industry are just not going to be successful. And I know this might be a bit of a downer video, but I just want to share these truths with you today. So hopefully you can go out and change some things as yourself as a person and in your business, so you can actually be the 1% who become successful. So I want to break down what they are. And look, this comes from me being in this industry for 10 years and having gone through these three big mistakes, failures, reasons why I wasn't successful when I started out. You see, I came into the industry, I wanted to help people, but I also wanted to be successful financially and free, right? One of those things too. But what I kept facing was roadblock after roadblock and never even being able to get past 2K a month. And that might sound like a lot for some, but for somebody who has big growth mindset and wants more in life, it's not enough, right? And you're not even helping enough people if you're only making 2K a month. And so I kept facing the same struggles for at least 4 or 5 years when I came into this industry. And these three things were probably the biggest roadblocks that held me back from being successful. And this is what 99% of trainers are doing and the reason why they're not being successful. So take note and pay attention and see if right now these things are currently holding you back. So one of the biggest reasons today why personal trainers are not successful is because they are addicted to vanity numbers. They're addicted to vanity numbers. Things like likes, followers, video views, all that kind of stuff that means nothing in the grand scheme of things, right? Like you can't pay rent with likes, you can't buy food with followers, right? You can't live off those numbers, but yet we are addicted to those things. And there's a real reason why, because social media is designed to be addictive, right? You get a dopamine hit every time you open Instagram, you see somebody liking, or you see a new follower, or you see a new message. And so what's happened is trainers are getting addicted to that dopamine hit of likes and followers, which is why they stay stuck looking at likes and followers and never focusing on the thing that matters most, which is your bank account, right? If you look at your bank account and there's not a correlation between the amount of likes you're getting and the growth you're having on Instagram and the number you're seeing in the bank account, then you're not going to be successful because you're focusing on the wrong numbers. The numbers that, like I said, you can't pay rent, you can't buy food, you can't go and travel the world with likes and followers, right? But so many trainers falling into this trap today because they see other fitness influencers with 100,000 followers, 1 million, and they think, right, once I get those followers, life's going to be easy, I'm going to travel the world and my life's going to be great. And look, I made that same mistake too. In 2015, I dedicated myself for a full 1.5 years to growing my Instagram, probably about 2 years. I posted every single day. I did stories 20, 30 times a day. Yes, 20, 30 times a day from the morning, from the second I woke up to the second I went to bed. I was doing stories and I was growing the thing, right? Put a lot of time and effort and energy into it and it felt great, right? I got that dopamine hit every time I went on my lives and every time I posted something because people would like it and engage. But my bank account stayed the same. In fact, it probably went down a little bit because I wasn't putting the time and focus on the thing that mattered most, which is going out and finding clients and signing them up, right? So if you've been stuck in this addictive mentality of likes and followers and checking those numbers that do nothing for the growth of your business, then you need to change right now because this is going to hold you back. It held me back for a long time, and it wasn't until I made that switch from looking at those numbers to focusing on what's going on in my bank account that I really started to be successful. So 99% of trainers fall into that category of obsessing over here, while that 1% over here are the ones who are making the real money. So make that switch, and that in itself is going to make you tremendously successful. All right, so the second thing that really holds trainers back is stubbornness, right? I don't know what it is about being a personal trainer. There is a lot of ego attached to us in this industry when we come in. Some of us might not have it, some of us do. I came into this industry with a lot of ego because I was into bodybuilding, I was a fitness champion, and so I felt, like I was the part. And, that helps you go so far, but too much ego, too much feeling like you know it all can really hold you back. So if you're somebody who's really stubborn to change and you're not open to new ideas, you are going to stay stuck doing the same thing over and not getting a different result. And Albert Einstein called that insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So if you're just posting content every day on your Instagram because you've seen another fitness influencer with a big following, but it's not getting you what you want, then you have fallen into the same trap that so many trainers fall into, of being stubborn and just hoping one day, if I keep posting, suddenly someone's going to notice me, I'm going to get sponsored and life's going to be easy. Now that happened for me. I got the sponsorship. I was sponsored with one of the biggest supplement companies in the world, bodybuilding.com. And, I had some cool opportunities with them, photo shoots, video shoots, some free supplements, but my fitness business didn't explode as a result of that. My bank account didn't explode as a result of that, right? It gets something, but it doesn't get what you really want, which is a successful fitness business that's going to give you the time freedom to travel and enjoy life. So if you just keep doing the same thing over and over because you see other people doing it, then you're not going to get the result that you want, right? And if right now you want more clients, but this posting social media thing or doing the same thing and not changing it isn't getting you the result you want, then maybe it's time to stop, drop the ego, let go of the stubbornness of not wanting to change because you know it all. And again, I had that same ego attached to myself as I came into this industry. And once I let go of all of that, I was really able to find my ground. I was able to get help. I was able to get mentors. I was able to open up and ask for help for once, because I stopped thinking I knew it all, or stopped just trying to figure it out by myself. I stopped wasting time finally after 5 years of wasting it. And finally, boom, just like that, things exploded. So drop the ego, drop the stubbornness, stop what you're doing if it's not working, and be open to change. The last thing that I want to share today is fear. Fear is one of the biggest things that holds trainers back from really being successful. The reason why is because fear is a really dangerous thing if you let it control the way you make decisions, right? Fear hundreds of years ago was a good thing. It was designed to keep us away from danger, from being killed by a saber-toothed tiger, from whatever was out there back then. It was designed to keep us safe. But the problem is nowadays, the reasons we feel fear aren't the same as they used to be. And so we let fear control us when it comes to money and making investments in ourselves. And so we fear the worst, like what's going to happen if I need to pay my rent, or what happens if I'm going to be homeless, and all the worst things go through our minds, right? Never rarely do we make a decision and think about the good of something happening. We always think of the worst case scenario. But just right now, right, you might be thinking of investing in a coach, a course, a mentor, or something to help you grow. But you might be thinking, well, if I spend this money, I'm going to lose this, right? And I'm going to be struggling for this much time. But what happens if you invest money into yourself and you make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times back, right? You just have changed your life. And that's exactly what happened to me in 2017. I invested in some mentors, I got some help, and boom, my life changed forever, because I stopped making decisions out of fear of what if I can't afford my rent or food and stuff like that. And I started making decisions based on what I wanted, which is how successful people make decisions in life. And for me, that was a really hard thing to do, because I came from a background where we had a very scarcity mentality in my household. We didn't have a lot of money, single mom in a house, renting a two-bed flat with 3 brothers in a council estate in North London. It was small, it was tight, life was hard. And so for many years, I was really stuck with that scarcity mentality. And I kept making decisions out of fear and not wanting to spend money and saving money. And I just kept being stubborn, trying to figure things out by myself, doing the same things over and over. And then when I was able to let go of that fear, I was able to embrace change, be open to new ideas, be open to getting help, investing in myself, boom, things took off. And I never looked back since. And so most trainers get trapped into these 3 cycles of obsessing on the wrong things, like followers and Instagram likes, being stubborn, not open to change, and letting fear control the decisions they make and their lives, really. And so if you could just let these things go and do the complete opposite of what I just said, you're going to have a really successful business and a really happy life, because you're going to be in control once and for all, and you're going to be that 1% who get what they want in life, get to enjoy life, get to have the freedom whilst also impacting loads of people. So anyway, I hope this video is helpful. I know it's a bit different to the normal training videos, but this is the big perspective shift that helped me change my life, and it's helped change many other trainers' lives from making that shift. So I hope it helps you today. And if you do want to share this out or tag somebody, you can go ahead and do that. And subscribe to the channel, like this video so it gets into the feed so more people can see it. And come over to our Facebook group. Look, if you're a personal trainer who wants to grow your fitness business, you're a growth-minded trainer who wants more, come over to Facebook, search Personal Trainers Elite on there. Come over, we'll be happy to welcome you in. And look, if anything in this video resonated and you feel like you want some help to take things to that next level, you can go ahead and apply for a free consult call. Just go ahead, click the link below. We can have a chat, see if we can help you, talk you through what the Academy is all about, and go from there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.